Hi, welcome to another long-term review, one of my guns. This is a Umarex RP5 Carbine. Had this about 5 or 6 years now. Bought it when it very first came out. Start with the positives. It's made in Germany. It's quite well made. Metal and high quality ABS plastic. Pump actions are unique. Come with a really nice hard carry case. It can convert into a pistol. The stock comes off. Safety catch works on both sides. Runs on 2 CO2 capsules back to back. It's got a degasser system, threaded for a moderator. It comes with a rail, so you can use it with Picatinny or go straight on the 11mm dovetails. Comes with a nice metal, which is quite rare. Most single shot trays are plastic, but a really high quality metal one. 2 5-shot biathlon clips. Trigger's not too bad. That's about where the positives end with it. I know I'm probably not going to be an Umarex fan's Christmas cards list, but it's got some serious shortcomings. It's only about 8 or 9 foot-pound power-wise. That was released, it's supposed to be full power. They did do a lower power version as well, which is even worse. The seals keep blowing in this, so I probably have to replace the seals at least once a year in the CO2 capsule. The silencer, it's a Umarex silencer, which is a good quality silencer. It's about half a foot-pound down on power when it's got a silencer on. Don't know why, it's the only gun I've ever shot that reduces its power when it's got a silencer on it. The pump action when you're using the 5-shot clips, so that's quite smooth like that. There's no gas at the moment. It's very, very pellet fussy. If you've got a pellet that's too tight in the breech, it comes back, it doesn't quite cock, then it'll misfire. And it is an absolute sod for that. The only pellets I found that it really likes are Marksman, which are the cheapest of the cheap. And I put them for a 5.50 pellet sizer, and it works really well on them pellets. That is the only pellet I've ever put through it. It doesn't jam on, and it's reasonably accurate on. You put JSBs for it, even if you buy the 5.5 head size, it is absolutely crap. It sprays them everywhere. You have misfires all the time where it's not cocking properly because they're too tight pushing into the breech. It's actually a smooth bore. That's part of the UK specifications. You're not allowed to have a pump action with a rifle barrel for some unknown reason. God only knows why. But that's one of the stupid laws we have to put up with in the UK. So it's got quite a tight choke on the barrel, so it is very, very pellet fussy. But it's not a bad looking gun. I've done quite a bit of rat shooting with it. It's not very good on CO2. You'd think with 2 CO2 capsules you'd expect 50 or 60 shots. You're lucky if you get 20 or 30 shots out of it on 2 CO2 capsules, which is not very good really. You consider what other guns are around that run on 2 CO2 capsules, and the shot count you get with them are a much higher power than this as well. Namely things like the S&K XT501. But let's get on with shooting this before we send out someone to assassinate me. Right, first capsule goes in nose first. Second one tail first. And I'll just put a little dab of silicone oil in the end of here. And once it's pierced both capsules, that just distributes it all the way around inside then. That screws on there like that. That's the first capsule pierced. Then you screw this end cap in, which is the degasser, and that pierces the second capsule. That's it. I'll just give it a shot down there. Yep. You can see by how much gas it weighs. You can see an ice ring forming on the silencer just after one shot. It puts a serious amount of CO2 down the barrel. Don't know why. Right, so load these little 5-shot clips, drop a pellet in, push it along, that drops in. Go to the next hole, drop in, that's gone. It's nice and simple. That's in. And once it's loaded, it just stays like that. I found out that one of the clips is more accurate than the other, so that one's got a tick on it, this one's got an X on it. It just doesn't seem quite as accurate with this clip, don't know why. Little manufacturing defects of some sort. Sorry Umarex, but I'll just tell it how it is. And they're not exactly cheap either. And no, I've not seen anyone make a 3D printed copy either. So I'm reluctant to buy any more because the gun doesn't really justify it. What we do, we put a few shots through with a single shot tray, which does load very easily. So we stick 5 shots in the paper with a single shot tray. So it's not a precision paper puncher. It is a fun gun, but it's not particularly cheap. So marksman pellets aren't great, but it is the only thing that feeds through it consistently. That group, we've got one smack bang in the middle. We've got a little group of 3 on the left hand side of the ball. Then one that's hit the red ring to the right and one's hit the red ring to the left. Don't know. Stick a 5-shot clip in. So we'll do some bean cans. You see, it does hit nice and hard. It's adequate power for close range ratting. Go for the spinner. That's that clip empty. Stick that clip in. This is the second clip, which has got the X on it, which doesn't seem quite as accurate, so we'll just stick these on the paper, just see where they're going. And to prove me wrong, it's gone straight for the centre of the ball. That one's gone wildly to the left. That one's gone straight for the centre of the hole in the ball. So it is very, very inconsistent. I've had it apart. I can't find anything wrong with it. The transfer port is perfect aligned with the barrel. All those common things. The hamstrings on a lovely glided thing with a guide up the middle of it. All the things that normally make a gun crap are good on it. The silencer's nice and tight. The shroud's nice and tight. Just don't know. Let's put that back in. Do 5 more with a single shot tray. And we're going to have a look how bad the target is, and I can tell you it is pretty bad. Right, let's go for one on the spinner. So if you're just going to plink with it all the time, it's probably a good gun, but it's just very expensive for what it is. Right, that one's gone wildly to the right. And you wouldn't believe how many hours and hours I've spent with every pellet known to man. And these marksmans through the 5.5 size are by far the best pellets I've shot in it. You wouldn't think it, but I've tried everything. QYS's because they do a 5.50, JSB's in 5.50s. Even tried the bigger pellets, 5.53s, but they're just too tight, they will not go in. And it looks like it's been shot with a shotgun. But so it's not a bad little gun if you just want to plink with it. But I can't remember how much I paid for it. I've got a feeling it was 300 or 400 quid, something like that. And bear in mind, 5 or 6 years ago, that's a lot more money than what 300 or 400 quid is nowadays. And it ain't really worth it. Sorry, Umarex, but it could have been so much better. When it was first released, they touted it as being a gun you could buy lots of accessories for and customise. I've yet to find anyone that makes a single part for it. I don't know what part you can customise. Right. Let's go and have a look how bad this target is. It's pretty bad. Give you a closer look at the gun. So it does look the kit. And nasty marksman pellets, which are the only things that work in it. There's 2 clips. and you'll be pretty shocked how bad this target is. Bear in mind, this is only 10 metres. Look at the state of that. So you get 2 or 3 absolutely smacking the ball, and all of a sudden it'll throw a wild one. Could be the marksman pellets, but it does this with every pellet I've put through it. The marksman seems the best of the rest. Sorry Umarex, thanks for watching.